Hello, welcome to Hatha Yoga here today in France. We're going to be doing side bends and twists. The mid-spine stays lubricated with this practice and it makes more space between each of the vertebrae. Twists also assist in digestion and elimination. Standing at the top of your magic carpet, chair pose, bend your knees, scoop the tailbone under, sit way back so you can see your toes. Inhale to standing. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hands to your heart. Spiral the ribcage to the left, landing your right elbow on the outside of that left knee and look up. Make sure one knee is not ahead of the other. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Look up. Scoop the tailbone under like you're a shy puppy. Inhale to center. And exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale into downward facing dog posture. Your feet are hip distance apart and the heels want to come to the ground. You can bend the knees if your hamstrings or back are not so supple this morning. Press the entire palm into the earth. Inhale, come into plank pose. Exhale, lower down to the earth or to chaturanga. Inhale, you can do upward facing dog or just stay on the ground. Let your hands come to either side of your magic carpet. As you spiral to your left, look up as you exhale. Inhale in the center. Exhale, spiral to the right, look up, and continue. And release down. When you're ready, child pose, buttocks over the heels, and relax your upper body down. Take your hands and walk them over to the left. Your legs haven't moved, but your heart center is now resting over towards your left leg. Back to the middle and send it over to the right. Inhale to the center, into plank pose. Exhale into downward facing dog pose. Inhale your right leg back and up, opening the hips. See if you can keep your shoulders level. Shoulders don't move, it's just the hip that opens. Exhale, your right leg down. Inhale, left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. See if you can keep the shoulders level. Palms of the hand flat on the ground, the entire hand. Back to downward facing dog pose. Walk your hands one hand in. Your left hand goes to grab your right ankle and twist, looking under your right armpit. Other side. Right hand holds onto your left ankle and you pull that ankle, the elbow might bend to give you a deeper spiral. Look up. Release. Bring yourself back to downward facing dog posture. And preparing now for wild thing. Inhale your right leg up, bend the knee, flip your dog, landing your right foot on the outside of the yoga mat. Butt almost touches the ground as you exhale. Inhale into wild thing. Lift the hips, send the heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, bend the knee. Exhale, flip your dog. Land with your butt almost to the ground. Inhale into wild thing. Heart up, look up, lift up. On your next exhale, downward facing dog posture. On your next inhale, step to the top of your magic carpet with your feet hip distance apart. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, arms come up and over like you're making a rainbow shape, an arc behind your body, interlacing the fingers. On your next inhale, take your right hand to the earth or onto a block or hold onto your ankle. Left hand can go onto your sacrum or wrap it around your back to the inside thigh and look up, using your hands to help you spiral the spine a little more. Exhale and release. Other side, planting your left hand onto the ground or onto a block, or let the left hand hold onto the ankle of your right foot. Right hand can go on your sacrum or wrap it around the inside of your left thigh. Look up, using your arms to help you spiral more. Exhale, release it all down. Inhale to chair pose, sitting way back into your chair, tailbone curled under. Inhale to standing. Hands on your hips, separate your feet wide apart. Feet point forward or feet can be pigeon-toed. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, fold it forward. Elbows stay together. Take the left hand onto your tailbone, right hand onto a block or onto the earth. Spiral to your left. Make sure the hips stay even. One hip is not higher than the other. Option to hold onto your ankle with your bottom hand, wrapping your arm around the back onto the inside of your right thigh with your top hand. Look up. Other side. Left hand onto the earth, right hand onto your sacrum. Look up. Hips have not shifted. Like I got a cup of coffee on my tailbone and it will not fall because one hip is not higher than the other. Option to take the ankle and inner thigh approach. And release. Toe heel your feet together till their feet are pointing forward a little bit wider than your hips. Right hand goes onto the earth, onto a yoga block, or onto a chair. Left hand to the sky. If you have the flexibility to do a wrap, feel free to do a wrap. And releasing, other side. Right hand to the earth, a block or a chair. Left arm to the sky. Look up. Option to do a wrap. Release it all down. Inhale into your chair, it's your favorite, and to the standing with the hands at the heart. Taking your hands onto your hips. Take your feet wide apart. Let your elbows point straight back. Take your right foot and point it to the right, the short end of the magic carpet. Left foot follows, all your toes pointing the same direction. Bend up your front knee. Back knee can be on the ground. Spiral to your right, landing your elbow on the outside of that front leg. Option to make it a little more strenuous by taking the back knee off the ground. You're on the ball of your back foot. Coming back to center, take that back heel down. Reversing your warrior, your front knee stays bent. Send the left hand down the left leg, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, side angle pose. Take the right elbow onto that front knee. Extend the left arm to make a diagonal with the entire left side of the body. Option to take your right hand and put it on the ground on the inside or outside of the thigh. Other side, pointing to the left side of your short end of the yoga mat. Back knee can be down. Low lunge pose, spiraling to your left, landing your left elbow on the outside of that front knee. Option to take that back knee off the ground. Look up. Coming out of the pose, reversing your warrior, taking your right hand down that back leg, left arm up to the sky, look up. Keep a bend in that front knee and keep that front knee pointing towards your middle toe. Side angle pose. Left elbow rests on top of that front knee, creating a long line, a diagonal line from the tips of your right fingertips to the back leg. Option to put the left hand on the inside and eventually on the outside of that front left leg. Come on back to standing prayer at the heart center. We'll have a seat now. Take your left hand onto the ground, extend your right arm up to the sky. Bend up that left elbow, but make sure both sit bones are on the ground. Don't let your one butt cheek lift up. Other side. Look up and open the chest towards the sky. Both butt cheeks are grounded. Let your upper body rest over your right thigh, like the heart wants to marry the thigh. Arms can extend out and onto the ground. Relax your neck, let the head hang. Drift over to your left leg. The heart sleeps over the left thigh. Arms can extend out and soften the neck. Coming back up, lay yourself down onto your mat, hugging the knees to the heart. The arms come over your head and clasp onto opposite elbows. Extend the legs out straight. Now walk the legs over to the left so that your feet are off the yoga mat. Option to take the right ankle and set it on top of your left ankle. Other side. Walk your legs over to the right. You can hold the opposite elbow now. Option to take the left ankle and place it over the right. Open your arms like wings. Bend up your knees and take both knees to the left side. Look to the right. If you need more of a stretch, wrap your right thigh on top of your left thigh. Perhaps your left hand rests on top of your bent knees. And unravel. Take both knees to the right and look to the left. Perhaps the left thigh wraps around the right, and the right hand rests on top of both knees. Unravel yourself and bring both legs up to the sky. Shoulder stand. Let your core lift up to the sky. Plant your hands onto your back as close to the earth as you can. The elbows point straight forward. Encourage your legs to be together and point both knees like their eyes looking over to your left and then to your right. Bend at the hips, letting the feet come down. Perhaps they touch the ground. If they can touch the ground, walk the feet over to the left. The shoulders are still very steady and grounded. Walk the feet back to center and shift them to the right. Back to center, roll down. With your feet hip distance apart, your fingertips can touch your ankles. Send the hips up towards the sky. Roll the shoulders under, encouraging the heart closer to the sky. It's like you're hiding your shoulders from the sun. The hands can clasp and use your entire arm to press to the earth to get taller. Like a little crab, toe heel your feet till they go all the way off your yoga mat to the right. Back to center. Send your little crab feet over to the left. Keep those hips lifted. Coming back to center. Come up onto your toes. Your arms come over your head and roll down. Happy baby pose. You can hold on to the hamstrings, the ankles, or the feet, but you want to make sure your butt and shoulders and head stay on the ground. Whatever part of your leg you're holding on to, press them towards the earth. Then extend your left leg straight, bend it, now the right leg, bend it, perhaps both legs. Maybe a little rock and roll if you're a super happy baby. And release. Shavasana, you did it. You did your yoga practice. Let the palms face up. Let the feet be comfortably turned out wider than your hips, and stay here as long as you would like. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. This is Xiu Lei saying, see you later.